We are clearing up any confusion you may have about getting tested for COVID-19. This as two Duval County schools have already had to close their campuses because so many students are infected or have been exposed to the virus. Tito Rubio is the Interim Director of the Duval County Health Department and joins us via Zoom this morning to help answer these questions. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you all doing today?
Great, thank you. So first, if we could start, because this just happened recently, in fact, specifically with Fletcher Middle School about Duval County schools, how long is it taking, since the health department is in charge of it, to contact trace?
Well, our goal is to contact trace within 48 hours. Now, because of the large surge that we have of cases in Duval, we are not meeting that goal right this second, but we are working diligently to try to do that. We are bringing staff on board. We are increasing our staffing. We have concentrated solely on schools, bringing all of the staff that we currently have on board to work our school cases to be able to clear that as fast as we can. We work in cooperation with DCPS to ensure the safety of our children.
Which is one of the reasons that the district said that it's going to start sending home letters to parents that there's been a student in the class that is tested positive, just to help them better, grasp the fact that their child might have been exposed until they hear from the health department. So if one of the things that we learned from Towanda about 2 weeks ago is that sometimes that the health department has trouble reaching families, maybe because they don't recognize the call from the health department. Is that still been a problem?
It can be, and the other thing is the time that we may be calling. So what we've also instituted is we have now staff that works till 7 or 8 o'clock at night. So we know that many parents work, and if we try to call them during the day, we're not going to be able to get a hold of them. So our other efforts to be able to contact those parents and be able to have communications with them is to try to call them a little later in the day, but not very late at night.
So listen to your voice messages, right? Is the bottom line there. So let me ask you.
Yes, please.
So if parents, or anyone for that matter, finds out that they have been exposed to someone who has tested positive, should they go get tested right away, or do they need to wait?
So the CDC guidelines are, it depends if you're vaccinated or not. If you're vaccinated, we recommend that you test yourself 3 to 5 days after exposure. If you're not vaccinated, wait till 5 days, and then you can do a test to see if you've been exposed, if you're positive to COVID or not.
And what test should that be? Because I've noticed when we've been interviewing people at the 5 testing sites, the free sites that have opened recently, that there's confusion about the PCR test and the rapid test. So what is the best test to get for the greatest accuracy?
So the greatest accuracy is PCR, by none. But if you're symptomatic, in other words, if you're explaining symptoms of COVID-like illness, then you could probably use an antigen test to tell you if you're currently infected or not.
And when you say antigen test, is that the same thing then as a rapid test?
Well, yeah, that's true. Most people believe the antigen is rapid. There are some rapid PCR tests, but they're not readily available. So yes, antigen would be equated to a rapid test.
So if someone were to get a PCR test, could you explain the importance of isolating until the results come back? Because that takes longer to get back, correct?
Correct. Usually, if you tested our site and we go through the state laboratory systems, you have your results in 24 to 48 hours. But if you tested yourself because you were exposed, then you're assuming that you have COVID. And so if you assume that, then yes, you should isolate yourself, wear a mask, keep 6 feet apart, wash your hands. Everything that we've been saying for the last 18 months.
You know what? It's so interesting you say that, because we've been hearing it and because we've been listening, but it's amazing at how many people are still confused by it. Maybe because they thought that they could never get COVID and now find themselves in a situation where, because of the Delta variant, that more people are infected. Let me ask you, so one woman told us at one of the sites that she has received several negative tests, but still felt like she had COVID. What test could tell her, do you think, with the greatest accuracy?
Well, again, the greatest accuracy would be a PCR test. The PCR is looking for the nucleus of the virus itself. It's looking for the DNA of the virus. And whether it's live or dead in your body, if that virus is in your body, the PCR test will detect it.
And just one of 5 locations, by the way, offers rapid testing. That's the one out in Neptune Beach, just to keep you up to date on the difference between the rapid and the PCRs and where they are offered. Thank you so much for your time this morning. We really appreciate it.
Thank you very much for having me.